Singapore is a beautiful and expensive country to live in. Do we really need $1.9 million to retire? I will do a deep dive in this video. The cost of living is high, and the healthcare system is not subsidized by the government. This means that Singaporeans need to save a lot of money in order to have a comfortable retirement. The CPF retirement sum. The Central Provident Fund, CPF, is a compulsory savings scheme for Singaporeans and permanent residents. The CPF is used to pay for retirement, healthcare, and housing. There are 3 different retirement sums that Singaporeans can aim to reach. The Basic Retirement Sum, BRS, this is the minimum amount that you need to have in your CPF to be able to withdraw money for retirement. The BRS for a single person is currently 93,000 Singapore dollars. The Full Retirement Sum, FRS, this is the amount that you need to have in your CPF to receive the maximum monthly payout from the CPF. The FRS for a single person is currently 186,000 Singapore dollars. The Enhanced Retirement Sum, ERS, this is the amount that you need to have in your CPF to receive the maximum monthly payout from the CPF and also be eligible for certain government assistance schemes. The ERS for a single person is currently 279,000 Singapore dollars. The cost of living in Singapore. The cost of living in Singapore is high. According to Numio, the cost of living in Singapore is 25% higher than in New York City. This means that you need to have a lot of money saved up in order to be able to afford to live in Singapore comfortably after you retire. The healthcare system in Singapore. The healthcare system in Singapore is not subsidized by the government. This means that you need to have private health insurance in order to cover your medical expenses. Health insurance premiums can be expensive, so you need to factor this into your retirement planning. How much money do you need to retire in Singapore? According to a 2019 study by the CPF board, a single person aged 65 will need at least 1,379 Singapore dollars a month to live at the most basic standards of living. This includes food, housing, transportation, and utilities. If you want to have a more comfortable retirement, you will need to save more money. A study by the Singapore Management University found that a single person will need at least 2.2 million Singapore dollars to retire comfortably in Singapore. How to save enough money for retirement. There are a few things you can do to save enough money for retirement. Start saving early. The earlier you start saving, the more time your money has to grow. Make a budget and stick to it. This will help you track your spending and make sure that you are not overspending. Invest your money wisely. There are a variety of investment options available, so you need to choose the ones that are right for you. Take advantage of government schemes. There are a number of government schemes available to help you save for retirement, such as the CPF. Retiring in Singapore can be expensive, but it is possible if you start saving early and make a plan. By following the tips above, you can reach your retirement savings goals and enjoy a comfortable retirement in Singapore. In addition to the above, here are some other factors that may affect how much money you need to retire in Singapore. Your lifestyle. If you live a modest lifestyle, you will need less money to retire than if you live a more luxurious lifestyle. Your health. If you have any health problems, you may need to factor in the cost of healthcare in your retirement planning. Your family situation. If you have a spouse or children, you will need to provide for them financially in your retirement. It is important to do your own research and make a personalized retirement plan that is right for you. There are quite a lot of retirements examples that I found on the internet. I will share it with you. How much you need to retire in Singapore comfortably, for single, married and old people. Single person. A single person who wants to retire comfortably in Singapore will need at least $2.2 million. This amount will cover their basic living expenses, such as housing, food, transportation, and healthcare. It will also allow them to have some discretionary income to travel, dine out, and enjoy other activities. Married couple. A married couple who wants to retire comfortably in Singapore will need at least $3.3 million. This amount is for their combined living expenses, and it will allow them to have a similar lifestyle to what they had when they were working. Older people. Older people may need more money to retire comfortably in Singapore, as they may have more medical expenses. A single person who is 70 years old will need at least $2.5 million to retire comfortably, while a married couple who is 70 years old will need at least $3.8 million. These are just estimates, and the actual amount of money you need to retire comfortably in Singapore will depend on your individual circumstances. Factors such as your lifestyle, health, and housing costs will all play a role. Here is a breakdown of the average monthly expenses for a single person retiring in Singapore. Housing, $1,000. Food, $500. Transportation, $200. Utilities, $100. Healthcare, $300. Discretionary spending, $500. Total, $2,100. As you can see, the cost of housing is the biggest expense for retirees in Singapore. If you are able to downsize your home or move to a more affordable area, you can save a significant amount of money. You can also save money on transportation by walking, cycling, or taking public transportation. It is important to start saving for retirement early. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. You can also take advantage of government schemes, such as the Central Provident Fund, CPF, to help you save for retirement. By planning ahead and making smart financial decisions, you can ensure that you have a comfortable retirement in Singapore. So, on the above example, you can see that the calculation is always very exaggerated. So, do you choose to believe what is on the internet? You will be the judge. Take care and I see you in my next video.